Okay, it seems like I'm live. Hi everyone. We just wait for the other people coming into the live chat. Just give me a few more seconds and then I start. Okay. I just talk a bit before we actually start. So, first of all, I'm so happy to see you. Nice that you want to join me on the mat. I have prepared a 60 minutes strong vinyasa flow. It's really energizing and maybe challenging for you, but just try it out and take rest whenever you need to. Today we focus on the core, mainly on the core. And it's going to be a lot of fun. In other words, I just want to explain something. When I say we focus on the core, today I mean in yogi words that we focus on the solar plexus chakra. Maybe you've heard about chakras, maybe not. Maybe you think, what the hell is she talking about? I just explain like really shortly. We have a lot of energy in our body and we have energy bundles. And we have in a yogi philosophy, hard word, 7 chakras. And the Manipura chakra, so the solar plexus chakra, is your third one, and it's in your navel region, and it's focusing on the core. So today we want to focus and challenge our solar plexus chakra, which is the center of our fire. It's the center of our body, and all the energy needs to go through this chakra, and so it is a lot about motivation, about courage, about personality, and wait and check. Yes, okay, it's working. And so I want to encourage you just to take the opportunity and to light up the fire here and to flow with me, even if it's going to be a bit challenging. So yeah, I think there's still people coming. We start today standing, so if you want to get ready, you can stand on your mat, just in an upright standing position. So you bring your big toes to touch, and your palms can face to the front of your mat. And if you want to, you can lift your toes and just bring every toe down to the mat, just so that you have a really strong foundation and can ground through every four corner of your feet. And then try to bring your navel in so that you have that you're not arching your back, so really tuck it in. And then roll your shoulders back, and I invite you to close your eyes just for a few moments till we start. Try to keep your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. And just stand here in an upright standing position with maybe a gentle bend in your knees, so you just have the feeling of really being grounded. And then just shift your awareness to your breath and how you're feeling today. Try to notice your inhalation, how new air is flowing in through your nose. Maybe you notice a little break between the inhalation and the exhalation. And when you exhale, try to release all the used up energy in your body. Maybe you try to expand your energy with every time you breathe, like Maybe you imagine that energy is flowing out of your hands, out of your feet, into the ground, and out of your head, into the air, so that you have just like the awareness of your energy flowing around you and through you. And then I invite you today to use a little mantra to get yourself through the practice. So today is all about strength, all about your energy in your core. And maybe you want to use the words, I am strong, or I am powerful, or maybe I am fire, whatever you would like to choose. Try to repeat the words you've chosen just a few times in your head. I am strong. I am powerful. Or I am fire. And when you need to, in your practice, you can always come back to these words and say them out loud to yourself, just so that you know that you are strong. And then you can keep your eyes closed if you want, and we just take our hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. And then we bring the fist to the right side and hook it like into the side. Maybe you see what I mean. I'm not good at explaining this. And then you can bring your right ear to your right shoulder and just feel the stretch in your neck in the left side body. And then you can bring your fist to the center and then to the left side. Try to hook it in. Be really mindful with this. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder to have the stretch on the other side. And then bring your fist back to the center, and then you can widen your stand a bit so that you're standing hip distance apart. And when you inhale, you open your chest with the interlaced fingers, and when you exhale, you lean forward for your forward fold. Just let everything hang loose. Your fist is over your head or wherever it is, just so that you have the nice shoulder stretch. And then you can gently release the shoulders and grab opposite elbows and just let gravity do its thing. So you just lean with maybe bent knees. And then you can release and bring your hands to your shins and lengthen the spine and look up a bit. Inhale here for your halfway lift. And then exhale, fall forward. Bring your hands to the ground and then step back into a high plank. Everything is nice and strong. Your shoulders are over the wrists. Your shoulders protract. Your legs are strong. Everything is strong. And then you can bring your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. If you want to walk your dog and bring your heels to the ground, you can do this. If you want a side stretch, do whatever you need right now. Try to keep the length in your spine, so if you need to bend your knees, then do, please. Most important thing is that your spine is nice and long. And then just bring your knees to the ground and we land in a tabletop position, just so that we can take a moment to warm up the wrist, because we are going to be a lot on the wrist today. So you just rock to the front and to the back and just give your wrist a nice warm up. You can even do circles if you want to. And always try to have a bit of space between every finger so that you see your mat, so that you have a nice foundation with your hands. And then we change sides, so you can bring your fingertips facing the outside edge of the mat and just rock from side to side. And then we reverse so that the fingertips facing the knee. If you want to do one side at a time, please do. You can do the right side and rock front to back. And then if you just on one side, then switch, otherwise just stay here. And then we release and land in a neutral tabletop position. Hips over the knee, shoulders over the wrist, navel is sucked in, shoulders protract, and then we have a nice foundation to start. And then extend your right leg behind you and lift the foot off the ground. And then bring the left arm in front of you. Try to still suck your navel in so that your foundation is still there. And everything you change is just your left hand and your right foot in the air. And then inhale and lengthen. And when you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow and round your back. Inhale, lengthen. Extend and exhale. Tuck your chin. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. And then bring your hand to the floor. Your foot to the ground. And pivot on the right foot. And you can bring your left foot parallel to the edge of your mat. And then just bring your right arm over your head just for a side plank variation. Gaze to your right hand. And if you're there, you can press up and bring your right hand to your right leg and lift the left hand over your head for a side stretch. And then we keep the strength in the core. Everything is nice and strong here. And we just come back so that the fingertips tapping the mat. And then we just pulse for 10 times. Up and down, tap. Up, tap. Tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. And come back to your tabletop position. We do the same thing on the other side. So if your foundation is ready, then you extend the left foot, lift the left foot, and bring the right arm in front of you. Inhale here, and exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, round your back. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin in. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and then release, pivot on the left foot, and lift your left arm up to the sky. Gaze up to your left hand. And if you're ready, then press up. Bring your right hand over your head for a stretch in the right side. And then we do the same thing on the other side. So keep the strength in your core and just tap your right hand to your mat. And then we lift just a bit and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Really good. Well done. You can tuck your toes and lift your bum up to the sky for downward dog. And then we just do some rolls to plank position. So when you inhale, come onto your tippy toes around your back and roll forward till you land in your high plank. And then come back to your downward facing dog on the exhalation. So inhale, roll forward, land in plank, and exhale, bend your knees, lift your hip up. Inhale, round your back, tuck your chin, land into neutral spine, and then bend your knees and press up. 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward, and exhale, bend the knees, come back. Inhale 1 more time, forward to plank, and exhale. So when you inhale, look forward, and on the exhalation, step to the front of your mat, and we land in a halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your arms over your head, and exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, bend over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Your version, nice long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Again, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, plant your hands and step back into your high plank. Stay here for the inhalation. And on the exhalation, you lower down all the way to your mat. Elbows are tucked in. When you inhale, you lift your chest. And exhale, lower down. Inhale again, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. And exhale, lower. 1 more time, inhale. Maybe you press a bit into your hands to come a bit higher. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Press yourself back to your heels. And then up for your downward facing dog. So when you inhale, you lift your right leg up to the sky. When you exhale, you bring your knee to your nose, around your back. Inhale, lift up your leg. And exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, knee to the left elbow. So we change something. We inhale here. And when we exhale, we bring the knee to the right tricep, so really high. Then we lower to the right wrist. Bring it to the left wrist and up to the left tricep. And then we extend. Really good. 1 more time. So inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, right tricep, right wrist, left tricep. Extend. Inhale here. And on the exhalation, you make a big step to the front of your mat between your hands and lower the left knee for your low lunge. You can bring your arms over your head and just sit down and breathe. And then you can bring your hands to the floor, tuck your toe, and step back into your plank position, and then lower down all the way to the mat. You just need a bit more space. And then you bring your arms parallel to the side. And then we just roll to the left side. So over your shoulder, be really mindful with that. your right hand can help you with that, but not pressing hard into the right hand, otherwise you can hurt yourself. So just stay here. If you want to, you can bring your right foot behind you, just for some more stability. And then feel the shoulder stretch. And then we gently release, so roll back to the center. Help yourself with your hand. Extend your right arm out. And then we roll to the right side. Be really mindful with it, and if you want to, you can bring the left foot behind you, otherwise just stay here and feel the shoulder stretch. And then gently we roll back to the center. Bring your hands behind your chest, tuck your toe, press yourself up into your downward facing dog. And we do the same thing on the other side, so you know what's coming, you know what we're doing. We first start with inhaling, lift the left leg up, and then exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale up, knee to right elbow. And now we do 2 times the thing we did before, so inhale here, and exhale, knee to left tricep, left wrist, and right tricep. Inhale up. One more time, you can do this, you are strong. Left tricep, left wrist, right tricep. Extend, and then bring your foot between your hands, lower the right knee and tuck your toes. Inhale for arms overhead, and then exhale, sit deep in your low lunge and breathe. You can always come back to the words, I am strong, I am powerful, I can do this. And then you can lower your hands down, tuck your toes, step back into your plank and lower all the way to the mat. And then bring your fingertips to the outside of your mat. Keep your elbows lifted and your forehead onto the ground. Untuck your toe and then press into your feet. When you inhale, you lift up and press into your fingertips. Lift your chest, and when you exhale, you come down. Inhale one more time, lift up, press into your feet, and exhale down. We do the same thing, inhale. Maybe you can look over your right shoulder and exhale down. Inhale. Maybe you look over your left shoulder and down. One more time. Inhale, look up, and then exhale down, and then you can bring your hands beside your chest, tuck your toe, press yourself up and into your downward facing dog. Try to keep your spine long, neck is behind, not behind, near your shoulders, between your shoulders. Try to unclench your jaw. If you have thoughts in your head, then just notice them, but let them go. They don't matter right now. And then when you inhale, you can look to the front of your mat and then walk or step all the way up. Land into your halfway lift, hands on your chin, and then all the way down for your forward fold. And then you can inhale, come all the way up, and bring your hands to heart center. And then you can release your hands like we did when we first started in our upright standing position, which is a translation for Samastiti. So we stand here in Samastiti. You can close your eyes for a second. and just feel into your body. So for me, I feel heat and I feel energy. Maybe you feel that too, maybe you feel something different. Just notice without judgment. You did an amazing job. And when you're ready, we move on with creating more heat. You can do it. So when you inhale, you bring your arms over your head. And when you exhale, you sit down low. You can also help yourself with bringing your fingertips to the floor. And this is the position we want in the legs. And then just lift your arms over your head. Suck your navel in so that you have your nice long spine. And try to bring your shoulders away from the ears. So this is your chair, your Utkatasana. Inhale here, make yourself a bit longer, and exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart center in your chair position. Sit down low. Then inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, we twist to the right side and hook the elbow over the right knee. So try to lengthen first and then twist. Really good. Stay here. And then slowly shift your weights to your right foot so that you can do a big step to the back without falling. If you fall, then just come back right in. It's hard doing yoga and talking. And then we land in the twisted lunge. Try to bend deep into your right foot. And when you're ready, you can release your arms and lift your upper body. And bring your arms parallel to the floor. You should twist to the right side when you're in your lunge. When you inhale, you bring your left hand over your head and your right hand onto your leg, just for a twisted warrior to the right side. And then when you're ready, you can turn yourself to the front, bring your palms together, and then turn to the long side of your mat, facing the back, and bend into your left knee for your Skandasana. So if you need to stay here, it's fine. Maybe you can come a bit deeper today. Just find what feels good. And then we come back into the lunge, on the right side, facing the front. Bring the hands over our right leg. And then we lift the left leg up for warrior 3. If you need your hands somewhere else for stability, do whatever you need to. Try to have your upper body parallel to the floor and your hips square, so in one line. Stay here for a second. Don't lose your breathing. And then you can slowly make a big step and plant your hands to the floor. And then we come right back into the downward facing dog with the right leg lifted in the air. So, hope to meet you all there. If that's too complicated, then just come back in your way to your 3-legged dog with the right leg in the air. We inhale here, and when you exhale, you bring your knee again to your left elbow and extend your right foot. There's no need in having a perfect straight line, just so that you have your foot placed outside of the mat. And if that's okay for you and for your wrist, you can try to lift your left arm over your head for your fallen triangle. Really good. And then we release, bring the left hand back to the mat. Step back into plank position. And then we roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. And maybe lift the right hand up for a side plank. If you need to lower the left leg, then do. If you want a bit more challenge, then you can lift your right leg. And if you want to have even more challenge, and just try to land into your high lunge with just using the strength of your core. And if that's not possible for you because it's really hard, then just land into your high lunge. Plant your hands again, and then we step back into plank. And we flow through our first vinyasa. So inhale here, and then exhale, lower to the knees, and all the way down. Inhale for your baby cobra, lift your chest. And exhale, press yourself back to downward facing dog. And your next inhale, look up and step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale in your halfway lift, and exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms and hands overhead, and then hands to heart center. I just change sides so that you can see me. So we inhale, bring arms overhead, and exhale, sit down low into chair position. If you need here the help with your fingertips, then do so. Otherwise, stay here and inhale deeply. And then exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine first. And then exhale, twist to the left side. Hook your right elbow outside of the right knee. Of the left knee, sorry. Inhale here. And then shift your weight to the left foot so that you are able to make a big step with the right foot and land into your twisted high lunge. Stay here for the inhalation. And when you exhale, you release your hands. Meet all the way up until your hands are parallel to the floor, to the left side, and bend into your left knee. And then you can bring your right hand all the way up and your left hand all the way down for your reverse revolved warrior. And then we turn to the center, bring the hands together. I show you from the other side. Bring your hands together, come to the long side of your mat and bend into your back knee for your Skandasana. Maybe all the way down. Your version, everything is perfect. And then we lift up to the front of the mat, lean forward, guiding with our hands, and maybe you lift your right foot up. For your warrior 3, hands wherever you need them to be for your stability. Hips are in one line. Neck is in the same length as your spine. And then we make a big step to the back of the mat. Plant the hands and then step back into a 3-legged dog with the left leg up in the air. Really good. Inhale here and lengthen. And then exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow and extend the foot. Bring it on the floor outside of your mat. And maybe you bring your right hand over to the ceiling. Then bring your right hand back. Come back into your 3-legged dog. And then we come to plank position. And roll onto the right side for your high plank. Maybe here, maybe with the back leg, the lower leg down. Or maybe if you want to have a bit more challenge, you can bring your left leg up, balance it out. And if you want to, you can try here to step into your high lunge without lowering the leg. And if we all meet here in the lunge, then we plant the hands and step back for high plank position and lower through the vinyasa. So inhale here, exhale, maybe half or all the way down. Maybe you come into your chaturanga. Inhale, maybe upward facing dog or baby cobra. and then into your downward facing dog. And then you can lower your knees and just sit back. Maybe close your eyes, bring your hands onto your quads. And then just notice your breathing, noticing your heartbeat. Maybe you give yourself a little smile. No one forced you to be here. It was your choice, and you are so strong. You deserve a smile. And then, if you're ready, you can gently close your eyes again. Not close, open your eyes again. And then come back into your downward facing dog. And we flow through this little sequence one more time, a bit faster. And if you start, you can walk or jump or step to the front of your mat for your halfway lift. And when you exhale, you can come into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your hands over your head, palms touching, and then exhale, bring the palms in front of your heart. So, just focus one more time. Don't let your mind distract you from your practice. And if you're ready, we start. When you inhale, you sit down low into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale here one more time, lengthen your spine, and exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart. Inhale here, and exhale, twist to the right, hook your elbow over the right knee. Inhale here, and exhale, step back with the left foot, and land into your twisted lunge. Then inhale, release the arms parallel to the floor, and lean back, bring your left hand over your head. Inhale here, and exhale, we come into Skandasana, palms touching, facing the long side of the mat, bending into the left knee. Then inhale, press all the way up, bring your hands over your head, lean forward, and exhale, press back up to your warrior three. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower all the way down, plant your hands and step back into your three-leg dog. Inhale here, lengthen, and exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow and step out your foot to the left side. Inhale, open up, lift your left hand up to the sky, and exhale, release, step back into your three-legged dog. Inhale here, and exhale, shift forward for your high plank. Maybe still with the right foot lifted. And then we roll onto the outer edge of the left foot and lift the right hand up for high plank. Your version, everything is fine, just do your version. And then we just lowering down without stepping into high lunge, and lowering down through chaturanga or all the way down to the mat. Going through vinyasa, inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. You can do everything in your version. Everything I do is just an option I give you. This is your practice. So do whatever you need to do. You can always come to child's pose if you need to take a rest. And inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale, step all the way up. Inhale into your halfway lift, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, come up, and exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, lower down for your Utkatasana, chair pose, and exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart. Inhale here, lengthen, and exhale, twist to the left, hooking your elbow over the left knee. Inhale here, and then exhale, step back with your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Inhale, release your arms to the left side parallel to the floor, and then lean back with your right hand guiding to the sky. Then inhale, bring your palms to touch, facing the long side of your mat and bend into your right knee for Skandasana. Come all the way up, press up into your high lunge with your arms over your head. And then press up for your warrior three. Really good. Stay here for the inhalation. And exhale, make a big step. Lower down the hands and step back into your three-legged dog with the left leg into the sky. Inhale here, lengthen. And exhale, knee to your right elbow, stepping out to the right. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right hand up. And then exhale, lowering down, stepping into the three-legged dog again. And then shifting forwards into high plank, maybe with the left leg into the sky, maybe not. And then we roll onto the right side, lift the left hand up for side plank, your version. Whatever you need to do is fine. And then we just come back, flow through your vinyasa, your version, lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, come into your downward facing dog. You've made it. You can lowering down the knees and just sit back and come into a child's pose. You can open your legs a bit so that your body has space to breathe. And just bring your forehead to the mat. Maybe you're sweating, at least I do. Maybe I'm not the only one. So just sit in here, sit in your sweat and in your breathing and in your body flowing with energy. Just catch up your breathing. You're almost there. And then slowly you can make your way up and lowering down to your belly. Just lay down here. Bring your forearms to the ground. Fingers spread apart and shoulder is over your elbow. Untuck your toe and press your toes into the mat. Maybe you squeeze your butt a bit. And then just lift your heart, look up, but try not to do this. So keep your nice long spine in your neck. And then just breathe here. And when you inhale, you lift your chest a bit more. And then when you exhale, you tuck your chin to your chest and lift up just with your hips and with your belly, so your knees are still on the ground. You should feel it in your core. So elbows and shoulders are nice and strong in the ground. And then you can release. Open up your chest and things. And when you exhale, we do this again. So tuck your chin, press up. Everything is nice and strong. Inhale here. Come down, open your chest. And then exhale one more time, press up, tuck your chin, round your back. And inhale, release. And now I'm not mean, but we do the same thing, but a bit harder. So we inhale here in things. And when we exhale, we press into the feet and lift up everything, also the knees. And stay here in a plank. Feel the energy, feel the shaking. Inhale, come down, release. Exhale one more time, tuck the chin, look to your feet. Everything is nice and strong. Inhale, come down. And then exhale one more time, stay strong, you can do this. And then lowering all the way down, bring your hands in front of you. You can create a pillow for your head. And just breathe for a second. Notice the difference in your body. Release everything. You can wiggle your butt a bit. And then you can slowly come back. Bring your hands to your chest. Tuck your toes and then just press yourself back in tabletop position and swing your legs around and come into a seated position. If you need a cushion under your hip, then do it so that you lift yourself or elevate yourself so that you have a nice long spine. You can keep your knees bent. Activate your feet, and then when we inhale, we bring the hands over the head for lengthening the spine, and then we lean forward with a nice long spine, and then the hands need to rest wherever they want to, and then just lean forward, round your back, and just feel the forward fold. Feel the ground underneath you. And then we slowly release and come back up, really slow, really mindful. And then we come back a bit further so that we can, so that we have space to lay down. We don't lay down yet, but in a minute. So you lean back a bit, bring your hands under your knees. Maybe you know what's coming. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and then just lean back until your toes lift from your mat all the way up. Maybe you can extend your legs. Maybe you just stay here or here. And if you want to, you can release your hands and stay in your Navasana, in your boat pose. Feel the shake, feel the energy flowing all the way from your crown, through your chest, through your spine, into your body, into your navel, all the way through your legs, out through your toes. Stay strong, and then we lower down, but just so that the lower back is pressing into the mat, the shoulders and the feet still lifted. Stay here. Feel the energy. Maybe you're shaking. That's perfect. One more deep breath. And when you exhale, you can come all the way up. Bring your feet to the ground and bring your hands to your knee and just open your legs and open your heart, arch your back. And when you exhale, you round your back like cat-cow, but in a seated position. Inhale, open, come into your cow position. And exhale, tuck your chin, round your back for your cat. Inhale one more time, open. And exhale, round. And then you can keep the rounded position and slowly lower all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you land on the ground, laying down. You've done such a nice job. Really, really good. You can extend. Now we first bring our legs, our knees into the chest, just to give us a hug for all the hard work. You've done an amazing job. Just give yourself a nice squeeze. Maybe you want to give your lower back a massage. Do whatever you need to. And then we can straighten out the left leg to the ground. And then we just bring the left hand to the left hip, just so that we have the opportunity to ground down through the hand into the mat so that the left hip don't lift. Everything is nice and strong in the mat. Feet are active. And then we just do some circles with the right leg, with the hip. First in the one direction, and then the other direction. Sometimes when we do like all the core work and all the work focusing on different parts of the body, sometimes we forget the hips. And sometimes when we concentrate and try to activate everything, we forget that the hips are like also really active, and so it should feel good just to give them a nice stretch and an opening. And then you can extend and straighten the right leg. Feet are still active. And then you can bring your hands maybe behind to your hamstrings or a bit higher, just so that you can hang your arms to your leg and feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Maybe you want to give your leg a bit of a massage. And then we switch sides, so straighten out and lay down your right leg. Bring your left leg to your chest, ground your right hip with your right hand, and just do some circles with your left hip, guiding with your left hand. Feet are active. Maybe you reverse, do the other way around. And then slowly come back to center and straighten your left leg. Bring your hands behind your leg to your hamstrings. Maybe a bit higher, just try. Maybe you can reach for your foot, for your toes. And just feel the stretch. And then you can slowly release and bring your right leg over the left leg and bring both legs to your chest. So you have your right leg crossed over the left, and then you activate your feet and bring your hands to the outer edge of your foot, to your feet. Maybe it feels a bit strange at first, and then really try to press your legs into your chest, and maybe try to press into your hands so that your legs facing, like the soles of your feet facing the outside edge of your mat, to the right and to the left. And then you should feel it in your left hip and in your left leg, maybe a bit also in your right hip. Just try to activate everything. And then you can slowly release your hands, still keep the crossed leg position. Bring your arms to the sides, maybe in a cactus position, maybe straight, whatever you need to and whatever feels good right now. And then you can bring your legs to the left side so that the right sole of your feet is coming to the ground. Just for your twist, try to keep your right shoulder on the ground, and if it feels nice, you can turn your head to the right side. If you want to, you can close your eyes and just feel the stretch, feel the twist. You can also just breathe into the areas that need a bit more space. your breath flowing naturally without any control. We controlled like the whole 45 minutes or so. So now it's the time to let go of this control and just let everything flow. Just stay in this state of just feeling and embracing, noticing without judging. And then you can slowly come back to your center. Uncross your legs and switch sides. So cross your left leg over the right. And then bring your knees into the chest. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Maybe you feel a difference in this side. Maybe this is way different than the other side. And then just try to activate your feet. Press into your hands. Feel it in your hips. If you're not used to this, then it might feel strange. But that's okay. We're just trying and finding out what works for us. And then you can gently release the hands, bring them to the sides, and then bring your legs to the right side. Bring the left sole of your feet to the ground, keeping the left shoulder pressing into the mat, and then gaze to the left side. You can close your eyes just to feel the sensation of twist. And then you can slowly release, come back to the center, and then release everything down for your last pose, for your shavasana, for your final rest. You can bring your legs straight to the ground, your feet just coming out, your arms are parallel to your body, and your head is relaxed in the center. And then just try to find the position for your head where it's not like your chin is facing up or your chin is facing the chest. So try to find a position where your chin is just like in the middle of these two, so that they have a nice long neck, not clenching anything. So unclench your jaw, close your eyes and relax the point between your eyebrows. Relax the area around your eyes. Relax your tongue into your mouth. And just let everything go. And take your final rest, your well-deserved rest. and start to deepening your breathing. Bring your energy into your body. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the sensation of deep breathing, wakening up your body, maybe now with some small movements like wiggling your toes and fingers, maybe doing circles with your wrists and with your feet, and maybe the movement is getting bigger. Do whatever you need to wake up your body. And then if you're ready, bring your right arm over your head and turn to your right side of the mat, keeping the eyes closed, making a pillow with your right arm. And just stay here for another moment to feel the warmth of your body. And then if you're ready, you can press yourself up with the left hand. Still keeping your eyes closed, trust yourself. And then come into a seated position of your choice. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. And maybe you want to catch up the mantra you said to yourself in the beginning, or maybe also during the flow. If you did not, then I will tell you that you are so strong, you are really powerful, and you can be so proud of yourself that you've taken the time to step onto your mat and stand up for yourself, to get the motivation back and the courage and the strength to show up. So you've done an amazing job, and I wish you all the best for your day, and I hope to see you soon. Until then, stay safe, and until next time, namaste. You've made it, and I'm so proud of you. I see each and every one of you. Oh, and I'm so full of love right now. Yeah, send me some feedback if you'd like to. Tell me if it was too challenging, or I don't know, just tell me how you feel if you want to. I'm here if you want to chat. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. If you want to, just let us know how this works for you and how you're feeling with doing the live classes. And yeah, I just wish you all the best, and I stop talking right now. And see you soon on the mat. Have a nice day. Bye.